Hello. So I'm gonna try to wait for a few more people before I get started. So what I'm doing is just pulling you a brief one card message from the numerology guidance cards, just to give you a little message. The message could pertain to anything. If you want extra cards, that'll be given through a donation, and any amount is accepted. So, how are you doing, Ma? So the cards may pertain to love and it may not. It's just going to be a general message, but you can take it for a love message. It could just be general advice on something else. It could be about anything. Um, I'm doing okay. I am a little tired though. I've been called. My guides have been nudging me to death about doing this live for actually a few days, but I just put it off and they keep nagging my nerves, so I'm going to go ahead and do it. In about maybe a couple of minutes, I'll start because a few other people will probably be here, but people kind of bounce off and on. So I'll probably be waiting a while for to get more people at one time. So yeah, I'll start in 2 minutes. 2 minutes. Mm, yeah, I keep the air blasting here because mm, I have a lot of issues with anxiety. And if I get too hot, it flares up. So now I have to keep the air on 24/7. And I used to be very hot natured. Now I can't really deal with it. So there was a person in here, but like I figured they came in and they came out. Um, for the messages though, it will be you have to be kind of patient before I can start. So yeah. It wasn't long ago that I could deal with heat, but for some reason now I can't deal with it anymore. I used to actually wear jackets and windbreakers in the summertime. That's how much I could deal with it. But now I can't even take an ounce of heat without feeling like I have to pass out. And it could just be me going through a change. So now a lot of young people, um, even if you're really young, you can start experiencing menopausal symptoms. You may not be in menopause yet, but you'll get those symptoms early on. I'm nowhere near menopausal stage, but I have the symptoms often. I think you can hit menopause as early as I think 30 years old. I'm in my early 20s actually. I'm nowhere near menopausal stage, but I have the symptoms. And a lot of gifted people, um, they get it too. So there is another person in here, so I'll go ahead and get started. So what I'm doing is just pulling a brief one card message from the numerology guidance cards. This is a new addition to my collection, and I want to work with it a little bit more. So the message can pertain to anything. It could be general, but if you have a specific aspect in mind you want to cover, you can take that message for that as well. So I don't know who the second person is, but thank you for stopping by. So I don't get a list. I just only can see the number of people that are in here. So if you would like a message, you would have to type so I can see your name, because otherwise I won't see it. But yeah, like I was saying earlier, a lot of gifted people, spirit, I wouldn't say spirit, but gifted people are often attacked by different illnesses. So yeah, like I said, some can experience menopausal symptoms at an early age, not necessarily in the stage of menopause, but you'll have the symptoms. Yeah, I have anxiety very badly. Now, I didn't until earlier this year. Now, I've had anxiety all my life and social anxiety as well, but I'm high dope nation. But yeah, I've had anxiety pretty much all my life, but it wasn't severe or bad until earlier this year. And now I'm having attacks almost on a daily basis. So yeah, but most of us do have some type of anxiety, and most of it is social anxiety. I've had social anxiety all my life, and it's because I pick up on so many different energies when I'm around a big crowd of people. Even if it's a small crowd, I start picking up on things, and it's gotten more heavily this year. So your message is number 7, personal growth. So this card is purple. I have my light off, so you may not be able to see the color. So yeah, personal growth is really about having to let go of certain things and even people to kind of move ahead in your life. So maybe there's a person, a situation, a job that maybe you need to kind of call it quits on or pull back a little bit in order for you to grow. You asked about love, so this could be pertaining to love, but again, it's just a general message. So just take it into consideration for whatever you're going through or just your life in particular. Yes, Joanne. Okay, so I'm doing Joanne next, and then Dope Nation, if you would like one, I can do you. If you're still in here, I'm not sure if you're still. So yeah, Ma, that was really just about taking a break or pulling back from an energy of some sort. It could be pertaining to another individual, but we all have to go through a change in order to, sure, in order to grow. So Joanne K, I'm gonna do yours, and then Dope Nation, I'll do you after her. If you see me counting out the cards, it's just me spelling your name out. The last letter of your name would be the card that's meant for you. So Joanne K, number 6, love. So this could be pertaining to self-love. I feel like that's more so what it's about for you. But if you had a specific person in mind, um, this could be just validation that they do have the feelings that you're having for them. So the numbers on the card, they do mean something, being that this is numerology. So um, it can mean a time frame, um, or a numbering count of something. Yes, I was just thinking about that earlier. With love, it's about not love, but let me think of what I was trying to say because I had it in my head. But yeah, I'll have to come back to you with that because I don't know what it is, but I'm having a lot of short term memory lately. I'll have something and then it goes quickly. So that is for Joanne. Oh yeah, what I was about to say was love can help with certain outcomes and things like that. You have to harmonize your relationships, and those harmonizing those relationships might be what can get you to where you want to be generally, is what I was trying to say. So that was for Joanne K. And then Dope Nation. Nobody's in here at the moment, so I'm assuming that he'll be back, or she. I think that's a guy. Okay. I don't know why, but it says that I don't have anybody in here. So it could be my connection. I don't know. Because it gives you the number of people that are in here. And right now it says 0. But if in any case, if you miss your message, you can check the stream after I'm done because it'll be uploaded. Okay, so number 61, self-love, is for you, Dope Nation. So this is about taking some time for yourself, treating yourself, and kind of putting other people on the back burner for now and give yourself some attention. Um, Take yourself out to eat or something like that and just relax a little bit. Show yourself some compassion. So that's interesting. So the card before this was love. So the number can mean something. It could mean a time frame or a number and count of something. Just pretty much put yourself ahead for once and not worry about everybody else's problems. The colors also mean something in this deck, but I have not worked with this deck enough to really just know what they mean. So I could look it up if you want me to see, but the colors also um, mean something as well. Let me see. So that would be, you're welcome. Which I don't know what I did with it, but I think it was either red or orange. Let's see. Okay, colors. So it might. I know the colors mean something, but It's going to take me all day to find it in this book. Uh, mm, okay. So that was red. It was either red or orange. Red is about new beginnings, individuality, leadership, or the self. So yeah, that was the red one. And orange is patience, intuition, partnership, and emotions. So if you are new in the room and would like a card, let me know. It's just a brief one card message that I'm pulling from the numerology guidance cards. It can pertain to anything you might have in mind, but it is just a general message. I wish there was a way to see who's in here, but the only thing they show is a number. So, hi. I'm not going to try to pronounce that because I don't think I'll say it right, but um, GEMEAUX 94. Would you like a card? Okay. Okay. Uh, I have a feeling that your message is going to be related to work or career. Um, could be anything, but I'm feeling that may be the area you might need to focus on because that's what my spirit guides are giving to me at the moment. Oops. Just give me one moment. I don't know what's up with my shuffling skills today. They are all over the place. And you're welcome. So if you do, if anyone does book a reading with me, I do want to let you know that I am a little, hello, booked up. So waiting time could probably be increased. So that's just a heads up before you order if you're interested. So this is actually, I don't know what spirit is trying to tell me, but so the first two cards that came up for two different people was about love and relationships with other people generally. So Jamo, I think I'm saying that right. Your card is number 46. It's like all of these cards are coinciding with one another, even though they're for different people. This is domestic harmony, and domestic harmony is about harmonizing relationships with people generally, whether it's a love relationship, friends, family, your kids, fixing or your relationships with your parents, anybody fixing those relationships and harmonizing them so, um, they could, those people can be there for you in your time of need. Um, because those relationships are what's going to be not just your support system, but they are going to be the reasons why you get to where you need to get to the places you need to get to. So, Jimo, this is about harmonizing relationships with other people, generally speaking, so that everything else can align for you. Hello, Phyllis in ranks, yeah, ARANTXA. I do apologize if I butchered your name. So, Phyllis, would you like a card? Oops. And I'm just going to say Iran because I know I'm not saying the rest of that right. Arantxa. Would you like a card? You're welcome. So if you would like a card, just let me know. What it is just a brief one card message that I'm pulling from a numerology deck. General message, but it can pertain to whatever you might have in your mind. I don't get a list of people. All I get is the number of people in the room. So if you want a card, you would have to um, type so that I can see that you're in here. Okay. So Phyllis. So I count out the cards because I pull differently than most people would pull. What I do is I go with the last letter and the spelling of your name or your username and whatever. It's okay. And whatever card comes up, the last letter of that name is what comes up for you. So, okay. So, Phyllis, your card is patience. So it's kind of, and the number is number 2. So, um, it's kind of like perseverance as well. Like no matter how bad something may seem to your eye, it doesn't mean that it's actually that bad. You just have to kind of be patient and push through those roadblocks. Because if you try to push through it, you're more likely to get the outcome that you want. So you just have to wait a little bit longer for whatever it is you're waiting for. I feel like that is, I keep getting something work related and it could be something else, but more so work related. Um, you're welcome. So if anybody else would like a card, just let me know. So whatever it is, Phyllis, you might be waiting on, it's just around the corner. You're just gonna have to kind of be a little bit more patient because it's coming to you. Yeah. Yeah. I can kind of feel that. in your energy. That's why I'm touching underneath here, because I feel like it's nothing health wise with you. Um, it's just I started having certain symptoms when I feel a person's energy really heavily. If I start making funny faces and looking up to the sky like I don't see a ghost, it's just me receiving a message from spirit. I promise you, I'm not crazy. So if you would like a card, anybody let me know. All I get is the number of people in the room. I don't get a list of names. So if you'd like a card, you would probably have to type and let me know. Um, I used to do phone readings, but I'm not always in the position where I could actually do yeah, that's what I was picking up on, mostly something work related with you. So, and it's okay. I try to do the free lives as much as I can. Um, I haven't been doing them lately because I have been booked up with private readings. Now, my prices are actually very affordable. Yeah, I don't really, my services aren't really expensive. Now, my healings are more expensive because it takes more energy for me to convey those to you. But other than that, it's actually pretty cheap. Like I've gotten called, not called out, but one of my managers actually told me that I was actually not charging enough because my gift is very I'm not perfect, no, but I am highly accurate. And she was like, "You're crazy. You're not charging enough." But I know what it is to feel like you need help. I tried, didn't try King. I applied for them, I want to say, or I wanted to apply for them, but every time I try to, it says they're not looking for anybody new. So, um, but yeah, I'm on the My Tarot Advisor app as well, and I do services on Fiverr. And I do volunteer with free questions on a different website, but I'm not guaranteed to always be the one to pick your question. We do have other readers there, and we just pick from a list of questions. But nowadays, the best time to reach me is on my private practice and the app, My Tarot Advisor. Um, I don't really do aura readings. Generally, I don't feel anything bad around you. Um, I just seem more so financially and work related is what I was picking up. Now I can from time to time see colors when my eyes are closed. But yeah. The only thing that I won't do um, is tell you when a person is going to die. Because of the retrogrades, I've had about 2 or 3 people ask me that. Um, there is a very legitimate reason why I don't answer that. Um, I can pick up on it. If I feel like somebody's about to die, I can pick up on it. But it's just rather like if somebody asks me to look into it intentionally, I won't do it because it actually can mess up my health answering that. Um, and it's also gonna affect yours. So it's not just to protect um, myself, but the clients as well. Fertility related questions, I'll answer if they're, hello, Alexandra. Um, I'll answer if they're phrased in a certain way. Would you like a card, Alexandra? So what it is, just a brief general message pulled from the numerology guidance um, cards. Yeah. But Phyllis, I had a couple of people ask me that recently. It was kind of weird because it was one on my private practice, and then maybe a couple of days later, um, somebody from the app, the My Tarot Advisor app, asked me, and um, it wasn't pretty. Let's just say that they kept in like a threatening manner asking me to answer it. I mean, on My Tarot Advisor, it's actually not even allowed for us to answer that type of question. But also, I wasn't going to do it anyway because it's just to protect me and you. Because if I tell you when somebody's going to die or when you might die, all that's going to do is put you on pause. It's going to keep you from moving forward in your life. You're going to be constantly thinking about, well, Gifted Soul told me that I was going to die tomorrow. So that's all you're going to be focusing on. Yeah. I mean, I understand why some people want to know, but that's just something that's better off to just be left alone because, I don't know, people, if I say I can't answer something, that's just for me to, mostly it's to protect you. Okay, so Alexandra. Yeah. But for some reason, some people do want to know it. I'm just going to say it's a bad idea to ask that question because some readers actually will answer that, and that's because they don't care. If they answer that, you might want to consider getting a new reader. So, Alexandra, what I did when I pulled the cards is I do the spelling of your name. The last letter of your first name or your username is the card for you. So, if you see me counting out, that's what I'm doing. So, Alexandra, your card is number 96, forgiveness. So this is another thing. You don't necessarily have to forgive the action, obviously, but just the person. The forgiveness is for you, not for them. Holding on to a grudge is not going to make anything better. So, whoever or whatever the situation is, it's time to let go of it and give it to God and just move forward. So, that is your message. If you also have general questions about my gifts or anything like that, I will be happy to answer. But yeah, sometimes it's best to, you don't need to know everything. You're welcome. So that is my email address if anybody is interested in booking something private with me. And I do also have a review and flip through of this deck as well. It is called, um, it's on my channel already. It's the Numerology Guidance Cards by Michelle Buchanan. And the name of the video is Numerology Guidance Cards, I believe. So if you would like a card and you haven't received one yet, let me know. I am also doing a giveaway. I put the video up. If it wasn't yesterday, it was the day before yesterday. Um, Simple rules. You don't have to follow me on any other website or anything like that. You just have to be a subscriber, be 18 years old or older, and leave a comment on that video and let me know what tarot card you feel best represents you at this time and why you feel like it represents you. And I will pick the reader, not the reader, the winner, um, by just whichever answer I feel the most drawn to. What I will be giving away is one of my readings, which is 5 questions, which is usually $10.05. You'll get that for free. Or I'll be giving out a tarot deck. You'll get the choice of one or the other. So if you are new to the room and haven't received a card, you can just let me know. Or if you want to talk, that's fine. If you want to just watch. I hope everyone is doing well. There are a lot of people that I'm picking up a lot of money issues with most that have came in here so far. Money or career related. So I have about 3 years of professional experience, although I have been gifted my whole life long. Um, but growing up, I was always different. Everybody knew that. Everybody felt that. It just took me a while to figure out why. I can look into pretty much anything that you have any concerns about. I can do readings related to your children, your love partner, your friends, your family, job, career, spiritual development, pretty much anything. Also, if you are wondering why maybe a reader has told you something and the prediction didn't come to pass, it's not that that reader was not accurate. It's just that I can't just give you a card and tell you that you're going to get something without having to work for it. So sometimes you do have to work for your predictions to come to pass. It's not just going to fall in your lap. Now it can, but oftentimes you will have to go out there and work for it. So take that into account the next time you get a reading from somebody and they tell you you're going to get a job in 3 months, and 3 months come and you haven't, well, 3 months came and you never received a job offer or anything. It's likely because you didn't go out and put in the work for it. I was just talking to my cousin about this the other day, and I was telling her that it isn't an exact science, and a lot of people expect for a prediction to just happen just because a reader said it. But yeah, oftentimes you will have to go out and work for it, unfortunately. So if you're wondering why you didn't get a job or why this person didn't contact you, it's probably because there's something you needed to do in order for that to happen. So yeah, just take that into consideration next time you get a reading or an answer from somebody and your prediction just doesn't happen. That could be a reason why. And also our mindsets kind of um, choose whether or not we will get that outcome. It's a lot of things. And we have free will also. So please do let me know if you would like a card if you haven't already got one. If you received one and you would like extras, I am taking donations for those. You can also ask me questions about my gift. I don't know about for everybody else, but the year has went by extremely fast. So I don't know where my moderator is. They're usually in here, but he's not in here today. If I'm not mistaken, I think I don't shuffle these already. So if you have specific questions, I'll do a separate live stream for that, but I'll probably be taking donations for those. So it says 0 people are in here now, but there was a person in here a minute ago, not a minute ago, but quite a while back that said that they were here, even though it showed up as 0 on the screen here. So if you are here and want a card message, please do let me know, because I do not get a list of people. I just see how many people are in here. So excuse me if I look a little comfortable today. I actually started feeling weird before I got on here, so I don't know why. Now, I do have questions on my personal private practice for as little as 99 cents, and that will get you just a brief yes or no answer. But sometimes Spirit says go ahead and provide them with a few more words of detail. Um, a lot of my prices I am about to rearrange, but when the retrogrades have kind of disappeared, um, some of us are still in that energy. So I go by the stage name Gifted Soul. Now, I wanted to keep that as my stage name, but throughout the course of me doing this professionally, a few people have discovered my real name, which is fine. But when I am doing readings, I do ask that you refer to me as Gifted Soul, because I'm more comfortable with that. It kind of throws me off when you say my real name, but by now I know a lot of people know, and it's okay. But when I started doing this professionally, nobody knew, not even my parents. They were skeptics too, but they've embraced it since they knew about my gift. Because I have done trial readings for them, and it's turned out um, beyond what they expected. But as far as a whole lot of people in my personal life knowing I do this, no. Um, My boyfriend, he knows, but he doesn't know to what depth. So, um, one day when he came over, he just decided to help himself to my kitchen and the back room where the kitchen leads to my back door. And where that door is, I have a shelf full of oracle decks and tarot decks and spiritual items. And he picks up a deck off the shelf. And next thing I know, he's in my living room opening the box and pulling cards for himself. And I thought it was cute, but um, I thought it was going to kind of bother him, but it didn't. And I am in my kitchen. That's why you could see part of my microwave. Just grabbing my Carmex. So please do let me know if you would like a card. Don't be afraid to ask general questions about how I work. Wow. Hmm. Trying to figure out how long I want to stay on here. Because every time I say I'm going to get off, somebody bounces in. So, welcome if you are new to the room and would like a card, let me know. I don't get a list of people, I just get the number of people in the room. So, in order for me to know that you're here specifically, you would have to type something in the chat box. And the little thing just moved up here, so somebody was in here. It says 0 right now, but it could still be somebody in here. And I'm dropping cards. So if you would like for me to do more of these live streams, a thumbs up would be appreciated. Don't have to give it if you didn't like the live, of course, but if you liked it and want to see me do them more often, do give me a thumbs up. Subscribe if you haven't. because I try to do this as often as I can, but things come up, so I can't always do it. Um, so in about 5 minutes, I'm going to cut this one off and I'm going to do a separate one for something different. If you missed the numerology messages here, you can send me a donation. Via PayPal, and you can get a general oracle card message. And if you would like me to pull it from the numerology deck, request it. So yes, I do always give a card message for a donation. The donation could be any amount. Um, it's not a reading, but it's a general message for you that could pertain to a question you might have. So I think I'm going to go ahead and shut it off. I wish you all love and light. Again, if you missed me, I'll be back, but I'll be doing a different one. So, anyways, I'll see you all in the next one.